thing I learned from listening to filmmakers now, you know, and also the ones that are already advanced and have all the funding in the world, is they'll talk a lot about cranes and boom mics, technicality stuff that the small guy can't get, especially starting off with just an iPhone 11. So they'll talk about that, and it's a low blow. And I've always wondered why Truffaut's film was called 400 Blows. I'd like to know the answer to the etymology of the name of 400 Blows. I'd like to look it up. It's mostly like a memory movie, a play about, or a movie about his childhood. But even he would admit that he had become somewhat of the fortunate, and maybe even somewhat of a bully as well. They all have to admit that, because they're not sharing with all the other little filmmakers, because they would have nothing if they did. None of them are that giving. But they can at least encourage the little guy and not call digital filmmaking fast and cheap when we can't get a hold of 35mm film and a crew like Scorsese can get a hold of. We can't do that. We don't have the ability to do that unless he gives us permission to do that. So he's going to call us fast and cheap. What about this? Why don't you call us freedom? All right? And freedom is not fast and cheap. And sometimes I've been up until dawn editing these things. I'm not mad at the masters because they found their way to get there. But and in certain circumstances, maybe in a fast and cheap way, you know. But I'm still appreciative of all Scorsese's work. I like to watch After Hours and Raging Bull and everything, just like I like to listen to Richard Linklater talk about him, you know. But I don't know. I'm still gonna post the video, and how I see it is, if the video posts, then it's a success. That's how I see it. That's what I say under my breath. When it posts, I say it's good. That's what I say. So, and they had to compete with the big guys. Roger Corman was already up there. They had to ask permission, and they had to brown nose. And I'm not brown nosing completely. I'm just saying that, I don't know. Maybe I'm calling upon the wrong filmmaker, you know. But I know that they are great in what they do, and we're in awe. And I haven't been able to see Killers of the Flower Moon, but I know that they're great. I didn't go to film school. I went to acting school. But I have to do this. I don't know why. I wish I could explain it to you. And I'm sure, you know, if we were in some kind of contest or film festival or something, maybe someone pull me aside and say, you know, why don't you quit? Well, you know, I wouldn't do that to them in the early stages. Like when, let's say, Scorsese was making Who's That Knocking? You know, Who's That Knocking at My Door? I don't know if anyone told him to quit, and I don't think he would have. But what about I have to do it? Hey, it's in Life Lessons, if he sees the movie Life Lessons with Nick Nolte, which is a great performance by Nick Nolte and a great movie. Of course we're going to be upset if we're not getting just a little ounce of funding. But what Bobby Skez and I could do on $20,000 if we had a $20,000 budget, would blow you away, because we know we're good. We know we can do it. We've attempted it before on really no budget at all, which they never could do. It's a lot of traffic right there. My budget is basically cost of living almost, to a certain extent. But it does take time. So I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that even if we got a small budget of $20,000, which we probably won't, but even if we did, we'd blow your mind on what we could do with a little short film. Because I got a great idea of one called Baggage that I'd love to do. And Bobby Skez would be my right-hand man, just like he was on Once in a Lifetime, just like he was from Now Until Morning and The Way of Man, and was there spiritually on that side. What I'm trying to say is that we don't even get a shot at that, and I've proven myself. 3,000 edited vlogs or more. I've lost count. I stopped counting at 1776 on purpose. I think I did one for 1777. I labeled one video log 1777 just because I like the number 7. but I went to 1776, and then I just continued on with just the title. And the other day, with one of my Apple Store ones, I got over 500 views. That's proof enough. I've already proven myself, but that's okay. I'm not going to sit here and complain. I'm still going to do the best I can and be strategic about it. Look at this traffic over here. Goodness gracious. This is Dallas traffic. A lot of times I think of James Cameron's Abyss. Like I have fallen in this abyss. You know, the little hand dial he has on the wrist. And he's talking. A dial that's about that size. And he's texting back. You know, it was a one-way trip. Not necessarily a one-way trip, but that's an incredible movie, by the way. No one talks about it a whole lot, but James Cameron's The Abyss, you know, it's just, he falls in this long abyss. And it's about aliens and stuff like that. But sometimes I feel like that character at times. I've fallen in this abyss. And anyway, we're going to be coming up at night. It's going to be an office space location. I don't really know if I'm going to do it at night. I passed by there before. All right, I'm going to... California. Another thing about filmmaking and acting and all kinds of stuff is you can't always follow all regulations and things like that with it, because it ruins it. You know, you have to follow, I guess, your vision and stick with it. And God will work with you through that. That's probably the most important notes. Don't be too concerned with the rules. You know, you got the 180-degree rule and all that kind of stuff. Find a way to break those rules on purpose and get through it, and they'll see that as a broken rule. Because you won't be able to. Your mouth will be, will be taped, in a way with these rules. You don't want that. That way you can speak and just forget about the aesthetics and find the story and with what equipment that you have. That's my note. Well, at least we'll get confirmation if it's the right apartment by getting the gate code. Would be that one right there. All right. So it gave me the building number, which definitely helps. Yeah, it's gonna be right over this way. Okay, right down here. All right, we're gonna head back to the airport. Another note, I just want to tell you, you only take a photo of the item. So if they ask, well, you want me to hold it and take a photo? No, don't do that. I've read about it. You just want to take a photo of where the item's dropped off, not of the person. They don't want a photo of the person. So that's a specific thing. So you'll see a lot of it where I'm just taking a photo of the box. So I'm giving you kind of an idea of what Roadie is like, and the other apps too have done the same. So you'll see a photo of just the box, and then not of the person, not the recipient. So don't take a photo of them if you're doing this kind of stuff. People get confused, but they don't want that. That's just a little tip for you. And we're gonna head back to the airport. So when it shakes like this, it means it's fast and cheap. You want it fast and cheap at times. Over there is where they did the office filming location. It's actually a filming location for the office space. Kind of see it down that way too. You can see the building. They got one of them corn dogs, 99 cents. It's real good lighting. Real good. kind of we have a little break. Their corn dogs now at QT are 99 cents. I got some gourmet ranch. And a QT napkin. So the art in it is it's not the drip. It's got no stick at the end of it, so it's kind of hold it. It's more like a corn dog roller. Pretty good. I don't know. Yeah, they only have this napkin right here. Not bad.
Sorry.
You wouldn't have your phone on you. So Uber has you kind of go like this to verify, and then it goes move back this way, and then it gets right here, and then it goes smile. That's what you look like when it's taking the photo. All right, now we go to Terminal E, pick up some Delta luggage.